Okay, it's official. I recently polled my viewers, twice in fact, on whether they wanted to see the return of a major Slack Borderlands tradition, the business video. And all your hardcore slackers showed up and spoke up, thank you very much. So business videos are back for Borderlands 4. Now, I can't do these all the time, that is spend an entire video sorting and field testing all newly acquired weapons. Otherwise, every other video I upload would be a business video. And we can't have that. Can't have that. Oh, come on now, let's be reasonable. Let's be reasonable. But I will do business videos at key moments. For example, preparing for the upcoming Vault of Inceptus mission, which is rated at very hard. So that's what this business video is all about. Properly preparing for the first upcoming Vault mission. More details on that after we roll the intro. Roll the intro.
He makes dumb jokes while he shoots his gun. Major Slack is lots of fun. Major Slack videos.
Today, the Major Slack Weapons Division convenes to evaluate several promising new acquisitions. Some will enter service, some will be liquidated for research funding. The main focus, as I said, will be to make sure we are properly prepared for the upcoming dreaded Vault mission. This mission will be covered later on in this walkthrough, starting at part 24. Now, I submitted this mission to the Major Slack Research and Development Department, and we have determined that this mission scales with your level. That is, enemies in this mission will always be at your level or one level higher. We found no evidence whatsoever that waiting to do this mission at a higher level will lower the difficulty rating. So really, much of it depends on what weapons you bring into the mission. Now, I blundered in at level 16. This was after selling off a whole bunch of weapons I thought I wouldn't need, because at that point, I thought I had a good handle on what normal Borderlands 4 gameplay looked like. Then this mission came along and slapped me in the face and said, "Are you sure you're ready for this?" So, after numerous unscheduled death experiences, yeah, we won't talk about those, I managed to complete the mission and even got a legendary to drop the first time I beat the boss fight. What the hell, Slack? Why are you so lucky? I don't know. I don't know why I'm so lucky. I'm not usually lucky. All I can say is, it's about time. Anyways, long story short, I really wish I had taken much more care with sorting and selling off my weapons before taking on this mission. Hence, this video. Alright, let's get busy sorting all the new weapons and items we just recently acquired in the Coastal Bonescape Collectibles run covered in the previous video. Alright, a quick word about exactly how Borderlands 4 calculates DPS. I took my best SMG, the State Brewery, and submitted all its stats to the Major Slack Research and Development Department, and after fiddling around with the numbers, here's what we came up with on how DPS is calculated. Long story short, it uses all the stats except accuracy, and here's the math to prove it. Okay, so adjusting for reload downtime, you can only shoot 67 bullets before reloading at 13.6 rounds per second. That's 67 divided by 13.6 equals approximately 4.93 seconds of firing. Then add 3.2 seconds of reload time. So your full shoot and reload cycle equals 4.9 plus 3.2 equals 8.13 seconds. You with me so far? Okay, so during those 8.13 seconds, you deal 19 times 67 damage, which is a total of 1273 damage, and all you have to do is divide that by 8.13, and you come up with 156.6 DPS, which is pretty much spot on. 157 DPS. So there you go, boom, that's basically 157 DPS on the card. Now, why was accuracy excluded from DPS calculations? Well, the Major Slack Research and Development Department had an opinion on that as well, and they came up with this rather lengthy explanation, and I'll just scroll through that, and you can pause the video and read that up if you so desire. Too long didn't read, Slack. Too long didn't read. Okay, in a nutshell, basically Gearbox figured that since 11.2% of their customer base consists of complete die-hard nerdlingers, they wanted to avoid being called out for including accuracy in DPS calculations, since technically it was a statistical nightmare. Okay, I made that last part up, but you get the idea. Back to the State Brewery. What makes it a complete monster is the underbarrel. And the underbarrel increases the fire rate by 75%. So we had to do the math on that and figure out exactly what kind of increase to the DPS that came out to, and here's the math on that. Well, you can just go through this. Just trust me, it comes out to 212 DPS with the underbarrel. Okay, so this is my State Brewery. This is basically my benchmark weapon. So as we go through this business video, pretty much everything is going to be measuring up against this. All right, so that's that. Let's get down to it. Let's get down to brass tacks. Hey, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to help support the channel. I put a lot of time and effort into producing these real walkthrough videos. As you can plainly see, this isn't a normal walkthrough. So if you like what you see, subscribe for more. Thanks a lot, really appreciate it. All right, let's get down to it. Let's go back to the launch pad. That's where the bank is. I had 36, strike that. I have 29 weapons on board, and I have another 60 and change weapons in the bank. So we got our work cut out for us. Got my Joe. I'm strapped into the cockpit, ready to rock into our world. Let's get to it. There you go. It's got 36 weapons on board and got 68 weapons in the bank. Yeah. I've developed some new strategies on sorting weapons. Gonna make this quick and painless.
Come on, give me a chance.
Okay, so first of all, this is why I do it. Start with the backpack, and I sort everything by rarity. This is just to make it visually a lot easier to deal with. Okay, just sorts everything neatly by color, so it isn't just this eyesore. I find like when you sort by manufacturer or by level, it's just this eyesore. I sort by rarity. This makes it a lot easier to deal with. I already got a couple of things to junk. Let's junk those right away. Right, and get back to it. Backpack, rarity. And I always start at the bottom and work up. Alright? So, that's junk. Anything that has no extra, how should we say, bells and whistles, I just automatically junk. I don't really look at the stats that much. I know this is 150 DPS. You know, I'm not going to look at just... If it has no bells and whistles, junk. Sniper rifle, a Vladov sniper rifle. Is this auto fire? It doesn't matter. It doesn't measure up to my baseline for a sniper rifle is this one here, Unseen Shikoto, and the this you're not looking at DPS. I'm always looking at the base damage for a sniper rifle. This is 246, so this doesn't even come close to that. Junk. This does, but it doesn't beat it, and I think it's got a different kind of scope, so that's junk. Everything that I've either marked or is marked as favorite already, I'm just gonna skip because there's a reason I'm keeping those. So we'll skip all those. Flensing Hellhound. Check this out, 211 DPS. This is a contender, and it's a shotgun. Let's give it a little. Let's kick the tires and light the fires. Oh, it's got a scope on it. It needs to charge up before it fires. This looks like it could kick out the damage. What's the 72%? This is definitely favorite. This is field test. Okay, we're there. What have we got here? Grupagrak. That's already marked. This is new. Bolshoi Buzzy Muzz. 158 DPS. All fires shotgun. No. This is junk. 201 DPS. An assault rifle with sticky gyro jets. This could be very useful. The only thing about it is it's semi-auto. It's not full auto. And I've decided I can spoil myself since there's such a wide variety of weapons. I can spoil myself by having almost exclusively full auto weapons. So I don't know about this. Anything that's semi-auto, this means that I'm tapping on the mouse a lot just to fire, and I find that kind of like, I just call it basically a high maintenance weapon compared with, you know, my Stay Bird. I'll just have to hold down the mouse button. I just hold down the mouse button and aim. So something like this, I don't know. What I like about it though is the underbarrel, which has a lot. Look how many gyro jets you could plow out before you have to reload. That's worth field testing. Okay, we're there. That's a TDR. Automatically junk it. Don't even look at it. You'll go blind. Shield. Let's just take a look at my shields. I have one shield, an energy shield that's 1,000 and change capacity. So anything that doesn't even come close to that is just like automatically junk. Where's that shield? There you go. This one, 1170 capacity. So I know this has some bells and whistles, but junk.
Looting corpses is kind of a...
Okay, here's a mark. Doesn't even come close to 1100. Junk. Junk. Rep kit. I've experimented with these splash damage rep kits. They only really work with enemies that are right up in your face. That's highly situational. This rep kit does have 2 charges though. Okay, so it heals 140 right away and 140 over 8 seconds. My health is currently 317. So almost heals my entire health bar and has 2 charges. That's for field testing. And this is my other wait a minute. Oh yeah, this is my other amp rep kit. Definitely keeping both those. When we go into the vault, corrosive damage is going to be prime, because a lot of the enemies are going to be armored. I already have a really kick-ass corrosive grenade. This one right here. Lingering payload spawns 4 rotating beams. This is nuts. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. See that? This is nuts. This just wipes out anything that's near it. So any other grenade has to measure up to that. So you may see me, like for example this, I'm just going to automatically junk it because it's not going to measure up, I know it. We're there. Enhancement. I'm going to automatically keep all enhancement because I want to fool around with them before I junk them. This thing. I thought this would be a lot of fun. It's got a star, but I did actually fool around with it. It's junk. Let me just show you what this laser wire looks like. If you see one of these, I don't know. I tried it so many times and it's so situational. I could barely hit an enemy with it, let alone get a read on exactly how much damage it did. So unless you got a big group of enemies and they're like lined up perfectly there, I don't know. I was really disappointed in this. So this definitely junking this. So in case you're wondering what that laser wire does, I didn't like it. Maybe you'll like it, but I didn't like it at all. Sound like trip? Okay, star. That's equipped. Searing infestation. Oh, this is my baby. That's got a mark. This one is interesting. Once again, though, it's a shotgun, 197 DPS, 6 in the mag. I think this has a slow reload time. It's also got a pretty slow fire rate. So it kicks out 6 times 44. That's what, 264 damage per shot. That just doesn't cut it. For a shotgun, that just doesn't cut it. My sniper rifle deals 246. And it can like shoot like long range. This is like, this is going to be limited by range. Now, I'm going to junk this. Despite it having the harpoon bell and whistle. Next. We're there, mark. 192 DPS, underbarrel shotgun. Wow. Wow. 9 times 56 damage. Pull out the old calculator. 9 times 56 is 504 damage. Is it going to kick that out at 7.7? Okay, so that's the assault rifle. Now, the underbarrel. Oh, it's got a cooldown time. No, junk. Sorry. It's not going to cut it. Semi-auto on the shotgun has a cooldown time.
Thank goodness. My pot.
Where were we? Pretty much everything has a mark except this one right here, and I already know about this. We saw this earlier. This definitely... So it can charge up 5 shots, 5 times 60, so it can deliver a payload of 300. I don't know. See, once again, my Shukoto sniper rifle can deal 246, and it's an uncomplicated process. This one you have to charge up. And I saw that Death Sphere. I don't know, I was kind of underwhelmed by it. Although looks can be. So we could charge up 300. And the underbarrel shoots out this so-called Death Sphere. Oh, it bounces. I guess it explodes on impact. And the Death Sphere deals 218 damage per second to nearby enemies. Okay, we're gonna have to field test that, definitely. And I think everything else has a star as marked, so we've covered everything in my inventory. We're down to 22 out of 36. That sounds about right. Let me just put this enhancement in the bank. We're good. Let's go grab another batch of weapons. Basically for the vault mission, we want heavy hitting weapons, like really heavy hitting. I found that's what worked best, because those enemies in there, they hit like a Mack truck, and they like bop around like you wouldn't believe. So you want to take them down hard and fast. So I organized by rarity in the bank, and I'm just gonna take out, I've got 14 spaces here, so it's just gonna take out all these bottom ones. There we go, and we can take one more, and that's it. Okay, so I'm looking for heavy hitting weapons primarily. And you definitely want one of every element. You want one at least, if not two, if not a variety. So you want one good fire weapon, one good shock weapon, one good corrosive weapon, and one good cryo weapon. And radiation if you're into that, if you're spec for that. But like one of everything. Just a wide variety of weapons, and you want to spread your weaponry over different weapon types so that when you run out of ammo, which you will, take a look at this. During that mission, I mean, I've got 1,080 SMG ammo. I ran out of ammo all the time, like clean out of SMG ammo. And then I was like, uh-oh. Then I had to resort to assault rifle ammo, so yeah, I was running out of sniper rifle ammo. So yeah, spread your weaponry around so that when you run out of one, you can fall back on another. That's another golden rule. Okay, so that's what we're sorting for. Down to rarity, go down to the bottom. A lot of them is just no bells and whistles junk. That's junk. Fire and radiation, 111 DPS. I'm not impressed, junk. Nothing special, junk. 132 DPS. This is a good cryo weapon, but I do have another cryo weapon. So we're going to be comparing that to the Ripper. Where's that? The Ripper. This one right here. Okay, so this is 133. You know what? That other one's actually a contender. Okay, let's compare these two. Pretty close in the DPS department. Well, I'm going to go with the Searing Infestation simply because it's prettier. Sorry, buddy. Durandale, 158 DPS. No, that's definitely junk. It's just like the stats are too low. Lotus with gyro jets, 119 DPS. Yeah, no. No bells and whistles. No bells and whistles. No bells and whistles. I hate cooking grenades. You know, it's like when you try to cook grenades, they make a big mess. I've tried everything. I tried poaching them. I've tried baking them. I'm kidding. I'm really looking for a good Jacobs sniper rifle because my Jacobs is old. I've been using this like forever. Where is that baby? I mean, it gets the job done, but I'm getting a little concerned. Yeah, this thing here. This is like level 13. They're hard to find. Okay, so where were we? Another order sniper. So 5 times 123. You can charge up a shot, 5 shots. 123 times 5. So it can kick out 615 damage if you charge up a shot. Let's just give that a quick try. That's a lot of damage. That's like double my Jacobs. Holds pretty steady too. So let's say the top of this is a guy's head. Yeah, we can field test that. This is exactly the example of a kind of weapon that kicks out a lot of damage, like front loads the damage before you have to reload. That could be very useful. Okay, what have we got here? Well, you are a full auto sniper rifle. This is out of the question because this is going to burn through my precious sniper rifle ammo. And I'm sure it's not going to you know what, the fire rate isn't even that bad. Isn't even that good. No, I'd rather charge a shot with an order. So you're junk. That's gonna mark another state brewery with a taser. Now I already have a taser weapon. Which is actually is very useful in the vault mission. There's a taser. Here we go. Here's the two tasers. Oh, the state brewery wins. Okay, so we got a new taser. You stay. You go. Let's just field test this just to make sure. Wow. Oh, I love these breweries. And the taser. Yeah, the tasers are very useful in the vault mission. They kick out a lot of damage. Just fire and forget it. Yeah, so if you come across a taser, keep it. That's going to be perfect for the vault mission. Okay, so we got a new taser. Let me just junk some of these weapons to make room.
Oh, I'm sure I'll find a use for this.
Okay, mark. Wait a minute, you are not marked. Totalitarian Brewery. Flamethrower. Now, I know flamethrowers kick ass, but hang on. I'm just having a sip of my coffee here. Yes, flamethrowers do kick ass, but I came across this flame blast weapon. It's in the bank. Let me just take that out now for comparison purposes. Bingo. This thing right here, the Gripping Rider. This is like a flamethrower, well, on steroids. This thing is nuts. I used this to beat the boss in that clip that I just showed you in my first run through the vault. This was highly instrumental. So, let me just show you this. So, if you see me junking flamethrowers, I know flamethrowers really kick ass, but this thing is way better. Look at this thing. Okay, so that's why I'm junking all my flamethrowers. They just don't measure up to this. But I plainly admit flamethrowers do kick ass, alright? Okay, keeping you. Where's that flamethrower? You. Yeah, sorry. Nothing personal. We do love flamethrowers, but we got a flame blast. Okay, so looking for anything that doesn't have a mark, star, mark. Everything is either marked or star, so we've done everything. And we're down to, I've got a couple of extra items here. Why is that? I'm up to 24 now. Oh, because I'm keeping a couple. Let me just dump all these heavy weapons here because I no need to reevaluate them. Okay, organized by rarity. Nothing has a mark. We could take 15 items, so we could take all these. Very good. Okay, green weapons. You're up to bat. Now, yes, I have the taser, but the taser has a cooldown time, so we can't spam the taser. That's obvious. So like I said, you want, not just one of every element type, 2 or 3, so you have options. So this is a pretty good shock weapon, although the DPS is pretty low. Let's just field test it. See how it feels. Love the way it feels. Holds nice and steady. How about that underbarrel? Energy discharge. Doesn't discharge right away. That's good. That means we can have a choice. What does it look like? Oh my gosh. Okay, you're hired. Did I have it? I already had a star on it. I must have tested it before. You ever notice how when you're comparing elemental weapons, sometimes the UI gets mixed up and attaches the same stat to different weapons? As you can see what it's doing here. I don't believe that this one is truly 57 damage per second with regards to shock. Let's just hook this up. Oh, it is. Okay. This is actually a really good weapon for the vault because a lot of enemies have a blue shield and then underneath they have an armor shield, which means shock and then corrosive. This is actually perfect. It's got pretty low DPS compared to my state brewery, but this is okay, so you take out his shield, switch over to shock, and take out his... This is definitely worth field testing. This is perfect. Okay, where were we? What are you? This is interesting. So this is strictly a corrosive weapon, just like the shock weapon, except it also has an energy discharge. So I've got 2 corrosives. I have some redundancies here. It's too bad. I want to keep all 3. That's kind of excessive though. They all have their uses though. Okay, so this is pure corrosive. Love the way it fires. How about that underbarrel? It's another... Oh, a corrosive energy discharge. Wow. That could be really useful. Okay, we're gonna field test that too. A lot of enemies in the vault have armor shields. 162 DPS. It's pretty good DPS, but no bells and whistles, and consumes sniper rifle ammo as the ult. That's automatically junk. We already have another cryo weapon that does 133 DPS, so that's junk. It's got a mark. No bells and whistles, although it does do 195 DPS with no underbarrel. Technically speaking, this will actually outperform the State Brewery, because the State Brewery only has 70%. See, now we know the State Brewery it does 212 DPS with the underbarrel, but it's only a 70% accuracy. This is 195 at 80% accuracy. I believe this is actually, in the long run, this is actually going to outperform the State Brewery. However, the State Brewery is going to front load a lot of damage, and that's key. What's the reload time? 3.2. Yeah, see? Yeah. It's the magazine, the 67 magazine. So the State Brewery is going to front load 67 bullets worth of damage before it has to reload, which is key. So even in the long run, I think that the gouging infestation probably has an effective DPS. Once you factor in the accuracy, I think the State Brewery is going to win in a clinch. So close, but no cigar. I'm going to junk that. Sorry, buddy. Nice try. What's this? The delusional infestation. This is hilarious. Pretty much the same situation as this. Oh yeah, we're definitely... What? Wait a minute. Is this another flame blaster? Or is this the same one? Yeah, it's Creeping Rider. You get a star, buddy. What? 605 shock damage on a shotgun? Must try. Oh, it's a Mallow 1 shotgun. I could tell right away by the bullet speed. This is going to have questionable use in the vault. Reason being is all the enemies in the vault are really fast moving. They're just going to dodge around this. I mean, that's a massive amount. Even the boss, as big as he is, he'll probably just be able to dodge this. It's just too slow. Bullet speed is just too slow. Tell you what, I'm going to bank that. That is a massive amount of shock damage. Okay, so this is the same situation as the other one. My sniper rifle can outperform it. So, you know, it offloads 240, or front loads 240 damage, but my sniper rifle can outperform it, so junk this. Another Hellhound. I got another Hellhound that's better with fire damage. 217 DPS. Sorry, it's not a Hellhound, it's this one here. Hmm. Huh. Yeah, but this one does fire damage. I've seen this one in action. This totally kicks ass. I've been using it in the walkthrough. Oh yeah. And what's your story? Impress us. Oh. It's a ripper. It's a ripper. $18 in the mag. See, that's a situation where it's front loading the damage before having to reload. See, this has only got 8 in the mag, but it's got a really fast reload. This is not bad with the reload. This is the contender. I'm fucking keeping everything. Pardon my French.
Let me take that off your
I'm sure you all know this problem. It's like you want to keep everything. Oh, this looks good. Oh, this looks really good too. Oh my god, this is great. Oh yeah, alright, I'm gonna keep that too. Exhaust blast. Releases a blast on nearby enemies that deals 384 damage. That's just not enough, and this is high maintenance because it's definitely going to be semi-auto, so junk. Turbine cleaver with 926 damage. Probably got a really long cooldown time. Has great scope. But it's, whoa. Reload speed is fantastic. 1.5, yeah. This is funny. See, I'm now waiting for the cooldown time. What's the DPS on this? 135. I don't know. See, it's like normally it does 135 DPS, but it can kick out 926 damage, but there's a cooldown time. So is it worth keeping this pistol? Is it worth even having it in a weapon slot just for the 926 damage you can kick out every, what, 30 or 45 seconds? No. No. Same diff. $165 DPS. It's those micro rockets. Oh, it's an order. So it can kick out 5 times. That's like 240 damage per shot once you charge it up. But it also has micro rockets. Oh, you charge up those as well. That's out of the question. They spread out, the way they spread out like that, that's out of the question. Unless you're, you know, fighting a barn door. No, that's, sorry, buddy.
No one's gonna come looking for you.
Okay, looking for anything that doesn't have a star or a mark. You. Another pistol, 176 DPS. Energy charge fires an energy burst that deals up to 12-16 damage to nearby.
Yes, right.
Okay, so once again, this is 5 times 48, which is 240 damage per shot, like once you fully charge a shot. And this so-called energy burst. What does that look like? Oh, it's like spread out. And the normal charge shot has a bit of a spread to it. Although if you aim down sight. Now I'm gonna have to say no, my sniper rifle can outperform this. That's everything.
Scavenge some gear, huh? If you didn't happen to grab any...
Okay, let's make some room here. Keeping all these SMGs. This is redundant. I don't need a flamethrower anymore. That's a taser. The Gorging Phage with 189 DPS with fire damage. Huh.
Parts, did you?
This could actually outperform the State Brewery. Definitely trying that. Yeah, I know my backpack space is gradually shrinking as I'm hanging on to more and more weapons. Okay, we could take 12 more. Holy snapping. 43 minutes into this video. You see, this is why I'm not going to do business videos all the time. Anybody still watching this video, post a comment. Oh, seriously. No bells and whistles. No bells and whistles. This is pretty good DPS. With gyro jets. Did I already try this? Oh, it's a torque. Right. No, that's out of the question. Semi-auto, forget it. TDR, don't even look at it, you'll go blind. An assault rifle, 254 DPS, but it's an order. That means you charge up shots. So that's like 320 damage. Pretty good reload speed. Once again, my sniper rifle kicks out 246 damage and it doesn't have to charge. So, and there's nothing else to this. The only thing is it's an assault rifle. I'm gonna bank this and compare it with other assault rifles because I do need a backup. I can't rely entirely on SMGs. Been there, done that, ran out of ammo. The hell is this? $135 DPS. That's just not going to cut it. How about the underbarrel? No, junking. Junk.
Ah, a fellow of...
Okay, so we just got a line of items here that don't have marks. Energy shield 574. Don't forget our benchmark for an energy shield is 1100. 710. 15% chance to reflect projectiles. No. 810. Shield. Still, I'm going for the 1100. 503. No. Rep kit 309. Elemental resistance. Plus 50% for 8 seconds. And it has 2 charges. I'm going to bank this. This might be useful.
aficionado of the scavenging art of the sea.
Okay, so we're down to 26. 25. You do not have a star. The crepuscular, another Malawan shotgun. Didn't I already consider this? Yes, I thought I was going to field test it. Let's throw that in the bank. I know I probably took it out and put it back in the bank and then took it out again. My bad. Okay, so everything else has got a mark. Down to 24. Let's take out another batch. We can take on 12. All you guys. Almost there. An order assault rifle. $320 damage. Once again, didn't I just bank this, or is this another one? Are they losing their stars when I'm bang? I think that could be a bug. Didn't I already decide against these kinds of assault rifles? Oh, this is a different one. Yeah, same deal. All total, that's 5 times 64. That's 320 damage. But it takes time to charge up. I'm gonna bank this. I'm keeping this because it has 2 charges and it grants plus 50% corrosive resistance for 8 seconds, although I think this could be highly situational. So I'm just going to bank it for now. I just starred that. We'll see if it keeps a star once it's definitely keeping all enhancements until I field test them. Oh. My bad. You can't have a favorite and send something to the bank. Okay, he's a learner. Sending it to the bank automatically removes a star. Got it. That's too bad. No. It says wide lobe, but 399 centimeters. That's not that big. Pretty sure this sniper is going to be a no, but yeah, that's out of the question. That's just going to chew through my precious sniper rifle ammo. Too much recoil. Heavy weapon with 156 radiation damage. 423 DPS. 50-second cooldown time. See, this is way too long for a cooldown time. All heavy weapons have to be compared with grenades. If a grenade has like a 15-second cooldown time and is kicking out a lot of damage, heavy weapons just not going to compare. Unless you're dealing with a flying enemy. So, no, I'm junking that. What do we got here? Sniper rifle, singularity grenade launcher. Oh, definitely want to keep this. Cryo and radiation. 129 DPS, 44 in the mag. Wow. This is worth field testing. Doesn't measure up to the state brewery with its underbarrel. And it's only got 20 in the mag. Okay, who kicks out the regular shock damage? Here we go, it's you two. They're pretty close. What's gonna make it or break it is oh, this is the Ripper. Burst fire. That's an automatic no. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't care how effective it is. I'm automatically biased against burst fires. I don't like them.
Guess this stuff didn't do them much.
Radiation pistol that consumes sniper rifle ammo. That's out of the question. Standard quick charging scabber, 268. Ah. Oh, this one already has the mark. Yeah, of course.
Good, huh? Looting corpses is kind of a public service. It's everyone.
Still got a ways to go. Okay, so these have already evaluated and decided to test later. I don't want to take them out. That gets a star. No, that's out of the question. I don't like armor shields unless they do something really spectacular, so let's take that out. That has a star. Immunity to incendiary damage for 3 seconds. That's incredibly situational. Junk. This has a star. I've been meaning to test that. This is actually useful. That should get a star. Lingering payload. I've already played around with this. I need to field test it some more. Ancient Merge Satchel Charge. I've already tested this. I don't like it. Likewise. I've already tested this and I don't like it. Same thing. That automatically gets a star because it's an enhancement. These Malawan snipers. They can be useful, but they chew up a lot of sniper rifle damage. But if you pilot, for example, a shock sniper rifle, yeah, I had this before. This should get a star. That's it. Everything's covered. There we go. Wow, a 1 hour business session. Who loves you? Huh? There we go. Don't complain that I never do business videos. Like I said, I can't do this all the time. Obviously. How many of you are still watching? Post a comment. There you go. This is a mega business session here. That is all the whys and wherefores on how I sort weapons. So I think I got a good variety of weapons to take into the bank with me. Or take into the vault with me, rather. Okay, so I'm going to slim down this inventory off camera to the absolute essentials. And when we come back, what I'm going to do is a Coastal Bonescape Collectibles cleanup run. That's going to be the next video. After that, we're going to collect all 3 vault fragment keys. Going to show you exactly where they are. And after that, we're going to do the vault. And after that, we're going to do the vault boss fight. So that's what's coming up. Alright, so there you go. Big business video. Who loves you? Slack loves us, that's right. Don't you forget it. Hey, if you thought this video was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, post a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to make sure you get all my videos hot off the press. Alright, see you next time. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes. Alright? Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.